So good to see you guys. Lisa's just making fun of my hair.
It's time for a haircut, guys.
I mean, sometimes.
So glad the collagen's doing great, but we got to do something about it. All right, guys, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us this Monday. Always exciting when we get to talk about a new product, a new launch.
Yeah.
And this is also one that may be very new to some. So that's, even more exciting to educate on.
What's up, Ivan?
Right?
Check that out. Absolutely.
Yes.
Love it.
Amazing benefits. So there's no hiding it. Today,
we're about to blow up with this one. Black Sea, the first thing that helped Gary with his allergies.
Amazing.
We'll talk about that today.
Amazing. Yes. So there's no hiding it. We're talking about black seed oil, which will be live tomorrow, right? So we actually don't even have our little cute bottle in our hands, but we didn't want to hold off on this training because once it launches, I mean, we just want you guys to be equipped with all this amazing information. I mean, black seed oil, it's extraordinary. It really is. Has so many benefits. It's been around for centuries, and it's actually been called the seed of blessing.
It's the Middle Eastern, Asia, Africa. Here's another example of all these countries have used these for hundreds, thousands of years.
Yep. It was actually, this is a fun fact, it was actually found in King Tut's tomb.
Yeah.
Showing its importance.
A lot of essential oils in that. There were some other ones there too. It's cool.
Yeah. So, and it's something it seems so simple, right? But like, why are we not using this all the time? So today we're going to talk about just all the benefits of it, and a little bit specifics about our product itself, right? And why it, of course, stands above others when we're talking about, comparison to someone's black seed oil versus our black seed oil. All right. So I'll kind of touch on some key benefits.
Okay.
And I know you have some great information that you have to elaborate on them.
So
first one I want to kick off with is blood sugar and metabolism support. So research,
we can all use that.
Yes. Research suggests that it can support healthy blood sugar and insulin sensitivity by acting on the pancreatic beta cells.
Beta cells, yeah.
Yeah. So, which is amazing because the beta cells are the cells that release the insulin.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many, I think it's probably my most asked email is what to do for diabetes, what to do for high blood sugar, what to do for insulin resistance, all of this.
Diabetes, which is a super common disorder now.
Yes.
Right? People that are almost diabetic, trending that way. Typically, it's just due to obese. 75% of the American population is overweight or obese.
And inflammation.
And non-alcoholic fatty liver is like right there along with it.
Yeah.
So insulin resistance, obesity, right? Inflammation and non-alcoholic fatty liver, which we'll hear about the benefits of black seed oil for liver.
Yeah. So, just being able to just take this simple supplement that can have all these amazing benefits. Yeah. Anything else to elaborate on the blood sugar metabolism? No. I mean, it kind of says it all right there, right? Again, it acts on the pancreatic beta cells, which are our cells that release the insulin. Immune system and autoimmune support. This is a big one because there's so many times that we do get the question, what do we do for immunity? And you of course, you have to do a lot for immunity. But this is one powerful supplement or one powerful ingredient that helps our immune system. It may increase interferon, which is a key immune messenger supporting defense against infections. Right? So again, very easy to just incorporate into our supplement stack, our supplement routine to keep that immunity. Then talking about anti-inflammatory actions. I mean, I feel like this is a major one because we always say like inflammation is somewhat the root cause for all disease, right? It begins somehow of inflammation.
Yeah, 100%. Well, right, so it's known to inhibit COX enzyme. So COX-1, COX-2, that's the same enzyme that Celebrex. So a major blockbuster drug, anti-inflammatory drug, mostly for arthritis, but an anti-inflammatory drug uses that same pathway, COX-1, COX-2, or COX-2 really. But and then it's also inhibits some of the cytokines. You ever heard of the phrase cytokine storm?
Yeah, sure.
Right, so this inhibits cytokines, also works on the interleukins. So these big fancy words are just inflammatory mediators. They are what initiate the cascade of events that lead to typically very beneficial in acute inflammation for scratches, scarred, whatever, bumps, whatever, broken bones.
Sure.
But man, they're around, they're persistent, and low-grade inflammation is the sort of the root cause of most chronic disease. So that's where the problems kick in.
Sure. And then talking about like autoimmune disorders, that's an overactive immune response. Which, keeping that controlled, keeping it at bay, it's just another tool to use in managing it. Yeah. Right. So always with medical guidance. So you guys know that we're big on that.
Yeah.
And this is a cool one, brain and memory. I mean, this is a major goal of all of us because we see the cognitive decline that happens, right, with inflammation and with age. But black seed oil has been studied for its effects on acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter important for focus and memory. Right. So anytime, do we go?
No, we're good. Yeah,
anytime that we can add anything in, right, so that supports our brain health and our memory. I mean, huge. What else?
No, I mean, it's my turn. Or you got a few more?
Well, I don't know if you wanted to tap into.
Kind of have my own thing.
Oh.
I just got really excited about one of the things. Look, I'll be honest. One of the things I get excited about with black seed oil is that it has a monograph. And for people that know the drug world, like drugs come with monographs. That's the FDA's published information basically on, that's how Big Pharma, the Big Pharma is required to publish those. And the natural medicines, not so much. However, through Pharmacist Letter and one of these other, there's a natural medicines database. And not all natural ingredients have monographs, but this one did. Cool. And I love that because they'll actually, as we go through and you hear me talk, they'll go through it and they'll actually rate the quality of the claim or whatever based on, did it have a randomized controlled trial? What was the base? They look at the quality of the studies and then they highlight all of the studies. So there's a lot of footnotes and references. So I can help you guys if you want to hear more information on anything that I talk about. I can reference the study that was done.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So then I'll just touch on a few more because I know you'll go into more detail. Obviously we talked about the anti-inflammatory joint comfort, but thymoquinone is a major player in this, which is a major component of black seed oil. Yeah. It's known for its natural calming effects on inflammation, which also, obviously eases the occasional discomfort and stiffness. Even going along with that, cardiovascular and circulatory health supports healthy cholesterol and blood pressure, right? So we're always needing just again, amazing thing to add to your supplement stack to naturally help these health conditions, right? Either help, reverse them or help to prevent them. It's rich in fatty acids for heart health, vascular support. And it can, and then there's mild digestive and respiratory support, occasional bloating and mild respiratory irritation, which someone had said on there too, also for allergies.
COPD, asthma, respiratory, chronic allergic rhinitis. Man, these things plague people big time. Yeah. Big time with breathing. And there's evidence.
And you always, jump to allergy medications, right? And we want to help you not have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go into more before I kind of go into topical uses. So
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
I feel like it's a next little.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. I'm going to back up just quickly and just go through. I have so many notes because of that monograph. So I'm just going to kind of breeze through. If there's something you guys want me to pay more attention to, email me and I will provide the information with you, but I want to talk a little bit about the product as I go through the information. So black seed oil, typically most products are using the roots, the leaves, the seed. We only use the seed. And then when you see that what we did, we standardized the 5% thymoquinone, which Lisa had referenced. It's one of the main active constituents of the plant, but there's many, many others. Thymoquinone just happens to be one of the more powerful ones, but think of it as there's other essential oils. I mean, there are just so many there's alkaloids, there's saponins, these are all basically phenols, they're antioxidants. So think about it that way. So when a lot of the disease states and a lot of things we talk about are most of the time, they have one big thing in common, and that is oxidative stress, right? So it just means that there's that inflammatory process going and a lot of reactive oxygen species, whereas antioxidants will help balance and quell some of that process. So very, very helpful and beneficial in that way. Now, a lot of the anti-inflammatory things that Lisa talked about, I already mentioned and commented on the COX-2. The tumor necrosis factor is another inflammatory mediator. The interleukin-6, the C-reactive protein, that's another one that we know real well. We test for it all the time. Blood work can test for you and tell your CRP. All of this really cool stuff. And then a lot of these things are really just in alphabetical order, but I just highlighted a few really cool ones. But anti-ulcer effects, you used to be surprised by how much gastric and peptic ulcer is a real common problem. And it has a lot to do with the antihistamine. It also has various constituents that play a role in antiperoxidase, H. pylori. You guys ever heard of H. pylori? It's a lot of times with people that have an overinfection of the Helicobacter by the pylori bacteria in the stomach. Anyway, if you know about it, which is pretty common, This is pretty cool. The science is pretty cool on it. Anti-allergic. So we heard from Gary earlier talking about like unbelievable results. And it's pretty well demonstrated, having a positive effect on the number and activity of lymphocytes in patients with allergic rhinitis. And it says here it's shown to inhibit the release of histamine from mast cells. And so that would be part of what we were just talking about, right? Anti-anxiety effects, anti-cancer effects. I'm not saying this is anti-cancer. This is the way it's referenced in the literature. Anti-convulsant effects, and I'm going to move a little faster. Antidepressant, anti-diabetic effects. That's what Lisa had just talked about a little bit too with
just so many things. It's crazy.
It is, and possibly by reducing oxidative stress. And there you go. And having cytoprotective effects. Pretty cool. This mostly has to do with the mechanism of action. Like how does this thing work? Because that's where I like to really focus. Antimicrobial effects. You guys probably have heard that it's really good for, again, Staphylococcus. So that's a common bacterium that will get overgrown. Good against Candida. Good against Aspergillus. So mold. Also good against parasites. So parasites. We were talking about like how we're going to come out with parasite glands too as well. The dosing, which is interesting, between 500 milligrams and 1,000. We're on the high end. We have 1,000 milligrams, but we are standardized to 5%. Okay, that's a big deal when you look at these other products. It's very potent. It's very potent. And Lisa will talk a little bit about why we chose the soft gel. And I mean, I'd like the taste of the oil, but it wasn't going to work for everybody. So, antiparasitic effects. Here we go. The hepatoprotective effects. That's the one that I kind of want to talk about with non-alcoholic fatty liver. Hepatoprotective just means liver protective, but it's been shown to have protection against chemically induced hepatotoxicity, possible hepatoprotective effect in children that are on certain meds for whatever reasons. It goes in to talk about all the enzymes and the decreased oxidative stress. But yeah, very, very cool there. Hypotensive, so we're talking about hypertension, helping with high blood pressure, immunological effects. Here's the thing that we're talking about in the immune response, where it's enhanced the production of interleukin-1 beta and interleukin-6. Anyway, so it can alter the macrophages and different things. So again, really kind of gets into the immunoglobulins, IgG, IgM. If you want more information on this stuff, email me. This is linked right here.
Right.
Great studies.
The great thing is, it's like some people, you could think, oh, I've never heard of that before. It's kind of fringe. What is this? Right. But like you realize this has been, again, around for centuries and it's heavily studied. Like this is a big deal. Yeah, here's the respiratory disorder one. Can relax the tracheal smooth muscle. The essential oil of the flaxseed has antagonistic effects on the muscarinic receptor. Okay, we're getting a little too... all right, so renoprotective, so good for the kidneys, smooth muscle relaxant effects, sperm effects, thyroid effects, weight loss. And so the list, guys, rather extensive. I mean, very, very extensive. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and our dose will be 2 of the gel caps daily. Serving sizes. Serving size. Yeah, serving size. So they are in gel caps. I'm sorry you don't have the little golden. You'll see it's beautiful. I mean, the label's great. The bottle's beautiful. Everything. The soft gels are great, and the oil inside is like I said, it's a seed oil. Right. Black seed oil, and if you want to extract the oil, you can. You can puncture the soft gels or pull it out with a syringe. Right. Yeah, and this can be taken with or without food. Yeah. Any time of day. Pretty versatile. The only class of people I think it's not recommended for is pregnancy. Right. Because a lot of times the reason things are not recommended is because they're not necessarily studied enough. Because how many people are going to raise their hand and say, use me as your study source. I'm pregnant for the first time. Let's try something on me. You're really not going to do it, right? Because you just never know. So a lot of times that's why it's just err on the side of caution. It's 9 months of your life. You'll be great. Okay, so, guys, we didn't even say this at the beginning. If you don't already subscribe to our channel, please make sure you do that. Do that now, real quick, before we go on. Give us comments, feedback. We love it all. Helps us, helps you. Teamwork. Okay, so there's topical uses, but you're thinking, okay, topical uses, but it's in a gel cap. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to explain why we went this route with gel cap. A lot of times this is sold as in its oil form, and I was using that for a little bit. But I found myself not being consistent, right? And you need to be consistent with taking your supplementations to actually have the benefit, right? The reason I wasn't being so consistent was because of the taste. It's not like a horrible taste going down, but it lasted like all day. So whether I was just kind of belching it up, or it was just there. It was a taste I could never get rid of, and I didn't really like it. So I was putting in my tea at night, saying maybe I'll do it at night. I was just constantly tasting it, and I stopped doing it because it kind of grossed me out. So we decided to put in the gel cap for that form. But the benefits of topical use, because it's in a gel cap, so you just need to pierce the gel cap. And I was telling Ryan, I remember doing this many years ago for like scars with vitamin E. You take a little vitamin E capsule and pierce it. So you could just use that to use it topically. You don't really need that much of it. So some benefits for topical. I mean, I'm talking skin, hair, nails, your skin. It can smooth mild irritation, dryness, redness, little patchiness. It's got high antioxidant properties, right, for a nice, healthy looking skin. I mean, you could even dab a bit of it, in your moisturizer, but again, before I go on, anytime you're using something topically, try first on a very small, non-sensitive part of your skin to see how your body tolerates it, right? Because everybody is different. So you don't want to have any irritation, especially if you're just going to go on and putting on your face, and then maybe it's not going to work for you, and you're red and blotchy and all that. Hair and scalp. Using a carrier oil, which is like the same thing we talk about with using our essential oils, it can nourish the scalp and support like hair growth. So like maybe you wanted to put it in some like olive oil, which is really good for your hair too. And just, add all the benefits. Nails, brittle nails, rough areas can always be used. Did
you say acne? Because that's a huge
one.
I
did not say acne.
Yeah, acne is a big one.
But I mean, think about irritation, something going on. Yeah.
Bites.
Yeah. So, I mean, great. I mean, so in addition to everything else, you get to pierce it and use it topically. What else?
I mean, there is more. I mean, there's a lot more. We could talk more on any one of these little issues, topics, and benefits of the black seed oil.
Right. Purity and potency, cold pressed, tested for quality, because we'll have our COA up there. Yep. Eventually. It just always has a little lag time once we launch something, because we just need to wait for it. Again, we did capsules to avoid that strong taste of the black seed oil. If you love the taste, sorry, maybe you can melt it in warm water. I mean, amazing things. So again, this launches tomorrow. Do you have prices? Did you get those?
No.
I did see it.
It's going to be the best price in the market by far.
Right. Of course, as you know, we're always going to price very low. That's our goal with it. So make sure you guys check out our website tomorrow, and get your orders in fast. I mean, I'm excited for everybody to start trying it and reap the benefits. And always remember what I say when starting something new. Give your body about 3 months to actually adjust to it. Like we don't just respond. It's not like a medication where you're responding like overnight. So consistency is key.
Yeah, and then if you feel like it's coming back up on you or you're burping it up a little bit, try refrigerating it. But it's going to be very well tolerated. I mean, I like the oil. I like the straight oil, but the salt gel is just fine too.
Right. And you could also if you take it at night, right? So if it does happen to repeat on you, you're sleeping. Yeah.
And then what do we say about the gelatin? Gelatin. Oh, it's gelatin soft gel. It's bovine hoof. Yeah. So it's high quality there as well.
Just bovine, no pork.
No pork. Yep.
Guys, I think a lot of these questions saying like, what is it safe to take with? I don't know of any known contraindications of our other supplements.
Well, no. But I mean, I think if you're talking about what it would interact with possibly on the medication side, that's a fair question and something you should always ask.
Right, medication, no, but they're saying
you should always ask.
This is about our other supplements.
If you have any questions on drug interactions related to supplements, please email me. I'm happy to help you with that because it's absolutely true. Some of these supplements can change. Like for instance, if you're on say antiplatelet therapy or blood thinners, right, and something like fish oil or black seed oil can slow the clotting process or thin the blood, even though it's kind of you know what I mean. People want to be aware of that, right? Something you want to be aware of.
Sure, but this can be taken and should be in conjunction with all of our other supplements.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There was a question: how to store just cool, dry place, right?
Cool, dry place is always same thing. Yeah, not your bathroom, please. Not where it's hot and humid.
Unless you take cold showers.
Yeah, right.
But guys, again, this black seed oil, it's been treasured for thousands of years. Ancient tombs, modern science.
Yeah, for sure.
And here we are bringing it to you. So we're, remember, it's power for immunity, calm inflammation, balance blood sugar, nourish brain and body.
That's right.
It's a lot. So it's really cool to have a supplement that covers so many things. And again, like we've already had feedback on here saying this for allergies. So I know there's many allergy sufferers out there. Try it, because we would love to help you with the help of your doctor decrease your use of medication for things like that.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. And then we love to hear from you after trying it and how it's worked for you too.
Yes. So
please
tomorrow we launch the Seed of Blessing Black Seed Oil.
Awesome. Yeah. So guys, check it out.
All right. Thank you guys.
Till next time.
Bye.
Take care. See you later.